In this tutorial, you will learn how to create a very basic Android app. You will first need to download the Eclipse development environment, if you don't have that already, and you will need the Android SDK as well as the ADT Developer Tools plugin for Eclipse. Once those are installed, you can go into your Android SDK manager and in here you can download the tools that you'll be working with as well as any appropriate platforms. And I already have everything that I need installed, so I'll close that. Now we're ready to begin. To create a new Android project, you go to File, New, Android Application Project. In here we're going to call our app Hello World. Project name Hello World, this identifies it in the Eclipse workspace. The package name is a unique identifier for your app. It is usually a URL that you own reversed, followed by the application name or the project name. The minimum required SDK is the minimum API that your app will work with. The target SDK is the max API that your app will work with. Go ahead and click Next. And we're not going to change anything in here. Click Next again. This is where you can configure your launcher icon, but we're not going to mess with this right now. Go ahead and click Next. Now we want to create a blank activity. Next. Main activity is fine. We'll go ahead and leave that as our activity name. And finish. In Android, an activity is an interface window. It's a single Android page that the user interacts with. Here we have the layout for our main activity. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see a little better. All it is a blank page with Hello World on it. Here, okay. Here we have the various widgets that you can add to your page for the user to interact with. We have buttons, spinners, checkboxes, various things here. In here we have various text fields, different layouts that you'll work with, but I'm not going to get too into those right now. What we have currently is a single relative layout with a single text view inside. And here's our little text view displaying Hello World. This is our graphical layout. If you would like to see the XML of the layout, you can go down here to this tab, activitymain.xml, and this will give you the XML code. You can see that we have a relative layout wrapping a text view, and that the text view contains the Hello World string. Now for our activity, we have our Java file. This is where everything gets done. Currently there's nothing really in here. Our page doesn't do anything, it just displays Hello World. So we're not going to mess with that very much. And let's see it. This is where you'll find your layout. That's this page that we're looking at. It's in Resources Layout, Activity Main XML. Now that we have our Hello World app, we can run it. And I am going to run this in Android 4.1. Doesn't really matter for this particular app. The emulator generally takes a good while to load. You can see what it's doing in the console. And your logcat, your console and your logcat are fairly important, especially your logcat. In the console, you'll see what your emulator is doing. Over here in logcat, you will see any errors, warnings, or log messages that you've created. Let's check on our emulator. And our emulator is still loading, so I'm going to be cutting a lot of this out. But be patient with it, it does take a while. Here our emulator has loaded, but it's locked, so we'll go ahead and open it up. It's a little slow, still loading, I guess. And now we see our simple Hello World app. You can also come in here and see our logcat. Not too much going on. It's not a very busy app. And our console shows that our activity started with no issues. And you have an app. Once your emulator is up and running, it's best to leave it up. If you close it and reopen it, you're going to have that long wait again. But if you leave it open, you can run your app over and over and over, and it'll pop right back up. I'll show you. Go into run again. Yes, we want to use the running emulator. And our app is up and running again in just a few seconds. So not a big deal if it's already up. And there you have your Hello World app.